Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, September 29th. Um, I wasn't planning on doing a video this morning, but you know my downloads seem to come very early in the morning or when I'm in the shower. And I wanted to just share something with you that I guess I figured out this morning and talk about that real quick. So this is not what the video is about, but I want to make this clear. I've had a couple of people ask me about the Transact card and does bad credit affect it? No, they do not run your credit report. This doesn't have anything to do with getting credit. It's the best way to explain it, I think, is it feels a little bit like a credit union type thing. You put your money in it, but it has like really, really, really awesome rewards that goes along with it. Every time you use it, you get like these free Z-Bucks, and then you get to use the Z-Bucks in an Amazon type situation. They've got all kinds of different things that you can purchase with a very reduced price by using these Z-Bucks that you have made. So like you use the card, you buy $70 worth of gas, you get 70 Z-Bucks, and then you go over to this little market area and you purchase things and reduce the price with the Z-Bucks. So you fund that account. So I put $300 in it right after I started and used it. And then they outgrew that banking system. So I haven't been able to fund it or use it or anything, but I think they're getting ready to switch everything over so we can start accumulating again. But anyway, I just wanted to make that clear. It is not a credit card. You do not go into debt using it. You are using your own money, and if you only have $50 a month to put in it, that's okay. You're still going to get $50, and every time you use it, you're gonna, maybe you need a new coffee pot. That's one of the first things I'm planning on buying is a coffee pot. And so anyway, I just wanted to throw that out. That is not what this video is about, but this morning I've been up since 4:30 and I have a lot of energy right now, and it's a lot of mental energy, and I kind of realized why. So I have literally been under a black cloud of uncertainty for about a year. When I found out I had to move and the unknown of how that was all going to play out. So then I get moved, but I still have like a black cloud over me because I still had the unknown of how they do the water in here. I knew there was going to be a separate fee other than the rent with like water and pest control and trash. And he had said it could be anywhere from $50 to $75 because they lump it all together. And what I think I have figured out is it must be community water because of that and the way the water comes in. I mean, sometimes it takes 10 minutes to get hot water. So I feel like it's pulling from a big giant pool. I don't know. But anyway, I paid that this week. I just paid my first rent payment. I got my first gas bill. It was $8.18. My first electric bill was like $69. So I've been through a month's worth of bills at the new place, and I didn't realize the unknown of how much things were going to cost me was really weighing down my vibrations, because I realized this morning I was like going, okay, I have all of these things that was just like hanging over my head under my belt now, and it's like I feel like I can kind of move forward with a little bit of certainty. Now, granted, bills go up and down every month, but at least that first one is done and out of the way. So I do understand how uncertainty can really weigh on your anxiety, because I felt like I just had a black hole in my soul at times, and I couldn't figure out why. And then all of a sudden this week, I'm like feeling a lot better. And I realized this morning that's what it was, is like that stuff is out of my hair now. And I feel like I can move forward. Plus, I don't know, I didn't talk about it a whole lot, But I think back in June was when we had this big flood in the building where I work. And then we had the uncertainty of utter chaos in my office because we had the guys that came in sucking up the water. Then we have the blowers in there for a week making all the noise. And then we had to wait for the guys that came in to peel off the wallpaper and paint. And so they did more than what got affected by the flood. They ended up doing like the whole back office because it needed it, because they couldn't repair the wallpaper. So it like ruined all the wallpaper. And so instead of just replacing some of it, they said, let's just, paint it all, take it all down, paint it all. So there was a lot of commotion and chaos and taping stuff off and, people having to move around. And yesterday they finally came in and cleaned the carpets and kind of put my storage room back together, because my storage room is where I keep all of my coffee supplies and the paper towels and the pop and the water and everything that I have to fill up at the little coffee bar, and where I store all of the stuff that I order for the office. It's the office supply thing. And that thing was a freaking mess for 3 months. Trying to find stuff, not knowing where things were. So, when I say my routine was out of whack in every which way, it was. With the apartment and the move and my office. And it's just like this week, it's kind of like, oh my God, all of a sudden everything is just kind of like back into its place. And so this morning, I sent an email to a gal. She does affiliate marketing, somebody that I used to work with at Keller Williams when I sold real estate. And I realized back in the summer when I started talking to her, I had too many balls in the air and I couldn't even focus. And I sent her a message this morning and I realized that's because the black cloud of all of the balls had been hanging over my head was gone. And I'm going, oh my God, now I know why this week I have felt better. It literally, I have ended a cycle of uncertainty, I suppose. I don't know if anybody else is recognizing that or having that experience. So I think I want to say, if you feel like you have a lot of uncertainty, figure out what is controllable and that you might be able to do something about, and what is not, and decide if you can surrender that to the universe and let go of some of that anxiety. One of the other things that I want to talk about, and I don't know if anybody has experienced this, and I also don't exactly know what this means, but I don't know if it was yesterday or a couple of days ago, I ended up putting more stuff on credit cards than I'm really comfortable with, because last November was when they cut our hours at my office. And so my checks were short. And then with the move and everything, there were certain things that ended up putting on credit cards because maybe I was a little careless, but at the same time, there just was a lot of bills coming in and not enough money at the end of the month. And so yesterday, I for a second, I was having this little freak out session. And literally when I say I feel like I am completely divided in half, whatever energy this is on this side was going, oh my God, how are we going to pay these credit card bills? How am I going to get it down? Blah, 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 and all that shit. And then the other side, the other voice, and I'm not sure where that voice is coming from, if that is my inner self, my guides, or, if it has to do with masculine and feminine energy or what. That's what I don't know. And the other side was, remember that when the shit hits the fan, there is supposed to be some debt relief coming in. So I've got this side freaking out and this side trying to calm it down. Don't know where that's coming from. If you've had that experience, if you have any intuition of what that's all about, I would love to hear that. And I think that's it. Like I said, I just wanted to throw that stuff out about the Transact card, which I did, and talk about the black cloud of uncertainty and chaos, and realizing how that can affect one's emotions very strongly. and how important it is to stay as grounded and balanced as possible, which I feel like I did as much as I could. I mean, again, still trying to get plenty of sleep, not adding anything else to my plate that I couldn't handle. So I didn't have any other balls going in the air. Because I mean, when I say I feel like I had 15 that I was like juggling all at once, I can't add any more to that. And now I feel like pretty much like all of them just kind of went poof and dropped to the ground. They're done. They're out of the way. And I feel better. You know, it's like every time I get through like a little hurdle, I notice it's like another weight gets lifted and another weight gets lifted and another weight gets lifted. And I bet I was a grouchy bitch the last year or so. So I try not to talk about that on the channel a lot because I want to try to stay positive. But sometimes it's hard when you've got that much stuff going on that's unknown and causing anxiety and all of that fun stuff. So anyway, have a great weekend. October 1st is Sunday. We have a full moon, which I can't see here because it's been really cloudy. We'll see if the government shuts down over the weekend. I did post this on my Telegram channel yesterday. We got a message from our COO about maybe some people were feeling concerned, or must have messaged her or said something to her about, you know, how are we going to be affected if the government shuts down? And she sent out an email that said, we will not. The banking systems will not be affected. It's unessential government employees that could be affected by the government shutdown. And title companies and real estate and banks and all of that stuff will go on as usual. So I wasn't worried about it because I haven't even been paying attention to what's going on in the world, again, because I had 15 balls in the air that I was trying to juggle. And so anyway, I will talk to you later. Have a great weekend. Post me some stuff in the comments and let me know what's going on with you. Later. Bye.